The forest in autumn is a spectacle of color, where the leaves turn into shades of amber, gold, and crimson. The air is crisp, filled with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. Birds ready themselves for migration, and woodland creatures prepare their homes for the colder months ahead. Walking through the forest in autumn is a journey through a palette of warm colors. The crunch of fallen leaves underfoot is like a constant melody that accompanies you. Each step feels like a dance with nature, orchestrated by the wind that rustles the treetops. From the viewpoint of ants, the forest is a towering jungle. The falling leaves serve as new terrains to conquer. Food becomes abundant as seeds, fruits, and other foraged goods are plentiful. It's a busy but rewarding season for the ant colonies. To immerse oneself in an autumnal forest is to let go of the exterior world. You're enclosed by shades of orange, red, and yellow, as if wrapped in a warm blanket. The gradual change in the scenery is like a slow, harmonious symphony, capturing the essence of change and continuity. When the sun's rays break through the canopy, they paint patches of light on the forest floor. The light filters through the multicolored leaves, creating a soft glow that adds a magical touch to the surrounding landscape. A turquoise river flowing through the forest seems to defy the autumn palette surrounding it. The water reflects the orange and red of the foliage, producing a striking contrast that captures the eye and warms the soul. Watching leaves detach gently from their branches and tumble gracefully to the ground is a quiet but poignant part of autumn. Each leaf is like a fading ember, symbolizing the beauty of transience. The forest is mystical during a foggy autumn morning. The fog veils the trees, adding an element of surprise and awe as you walk through the mist. The world feels softer and more subdued, but full of potential mysteries. Walking alongside a river in autumn gives you a dual experience: peace and fluidity. The river reflects the changing leaves, the rustling of which is harmonized by the river's constant flow. The maple tree stands as a true icon of autumn, its leaves turning into vibrant shades of red and orange. These leaves eventually carpet the ground, a rich tapestry woven by nature itself. In contrast to the fiery shades of autumn, the distant mountains, cloaked in snow, offer a serene and calming backdrop. It's a juxtaposition of seasons that encapsulates the relentless, yet beautiful cycle of nature. Walking next to a pond during autumn offers a mirror to the season's grandeur. Each leaf that falls into the water sends ripples through the reflected sky and trees, adding a kinetic beauty to a scene of stillness. From above, the forest in autumn appears as an expansive quilt of colors, ranging from deep greens to bright yellows and reds. The treetops form an abstract painting that only Mother Nature could produce, a masterpiece that changes day by day. Witnessing dawn break in the mountains during autumn is an unforgettable spectacle. The horizon slowly gets painted with hues of pink and orange as the emerging sunlight battles the morning chill. Leaves of all shapes and colors float on the pond's surface, creating a drifting mosaic of autumn. Each leaf rides its gentle current, like boats navigating through a colorful world. Even a well-tended garden adopts a wild beauty during autumn. Flowers may fade, but in their place, leaves take over the role of color bearer, while fruits and seed pods offer an additional texture. The river seems more lively during autumn, perhaps feeding off the season's vibrant energy. It rushes with a sense of urgency, as if racing the leaves to some distant, unknown destination. The trail in the autumn forest becomes a path through a fairy tale. Each bend offers a new perspective. Each hill a different angle on the canvas of oranges, reds, and yellows. From a lookout point, the view stretches for miles. Rolling hills and forests spread out like a carpet. And if you're lucky, you'll spot the shimmering waters of a river or the peaks of distant mountains, all awash in the soft light of autumn. Sometimes the forest seems to catch fire in autumn, but not with flames. Instead, with shades of red, so vivid they almost seem unreal. The trees, the ground, and even the air appear to be drenched in ruby hues. The road cutting through the forest sees little traffic. A couple of cars passing now and then, their occupants equally entranced by the autumn spectacle unfolding around them. Above the autumnal forest, the mountain tops are often shrouded in fog, lending an ethereal quality to the rugged landscape. It's as if the mountains are drifting between seasons, caught between the autumnal decay and the winter chill. A slight breeze travels through the forest, whispering secrets to the trees, rustling the dried leaves on the ground, and carrying the scent of autumn with it. The wind is a subtle but constant companion on your journey. Autumn in a mountainous region shows a different facet of the seasons. The rocks seem to absorb the colors around them, and the sparse vegetation changes hue, blending with the stony grays and browns. Driving through the autumn forest allows you to witness the seasonal transformation from a different perspective. Your car glides through tunnels of orange and gold, each turning a new and awe-inspiring frame of nature's artistry. There's a particular sound that autumn leaves make, a kind of dry, gentle rustling, like papery whispers. The sound is both comforting and a little melancholic, reminding you of the impermanence of the season's beauty. The sound of trickling water over rocks and fallen branches is another acoustic hallmark of an autumn forest. This gentle background music adds an extra layer of tranquility to the atmosphere. The wind in autumn has a poetic way of making the trees sway like dancers, engaged in a slow waltz. Each tree bends and twists gracefully, leaves taking flight, as if sending kisses to the earth below. A secluded lake within the forest offers a spectacle in autumn. The surrounding trees, in their vivid colors, are mirrored on the surface of the water, creating a surreal, dreamlike scene that captivates the soul. One of the most breathtaking aspects of autumn is the transformation of the forest itself. It's a slow, almost imperceptible change. But one day, you realize that the entire woodland has become a living tapestry of gold, orange, and crimson. The edge of a lake in autumn offers a mix of sensations. The water might be edged with early frost, and the trees that line the shore arc toward the lake, their reflections shimmering in the still or rippling water. An old railway bridge amidst the fall foliage becomes a compelling landmark. Its rusty iron and weathered wood gain a different context, framed by the kaleidoscope of colors surrounding it. Overlooking a city from a mountain's peak during autumn offers a juxtaposition of nature and civilization. The buildings and roads, however bustling, seem small and temporary against the backdrop of autumnal forests and mountains. Waterfalls in autumn take on a magical quality. The water cascades over rocks, surrounded by foliage in brilliant hues, combining the power of motion with the stillness of nature's beauty. Last but not least, the fields during autumn are a spectacle of their own. Grasses dry and turn golden, and crops like corn and pumpkins reach their peak. It's a landscape of bounty, signaling the approach of the harvest season.